This problem says that a plane takes off and heads north 40 west. So let's draw our starting point right here and draw in a line that is 450, and the angle right here is 40. That's north 40 west, and this distance is 450. And then it says changes direction traveling 300 miles. So at this point, let's make another coordinate plane just so that we have parallel lines. And now its bearing is north or south 20 west. So south 20 west, and that number is going to be less than, that distance is going to be less than the other line because it's only 300. So try to draw them to scale. So here's 300. If you don't draw them to scale, it kind of messes up your lines, and then it's kind of hard to tell where they end up. And that angle there is 20. So let's use our, and so they want us to know the bearing from Chicago to the cornfield. Here's your cornfield. So they want the bearing from Chicago to the cornfield. So there's Chicago, there's the cornfield. They want that bearing, which is this total angle is what they want right there. So we're gonna have to solve for this triangle and then add 40 to that angle that we get inside here. We'll have to add 40 to that to get the bearing. And so our bearing is going to be north, that west is the bearing to the, do they want the distance too? No, they just want the bearing. All right, so let's first of all use these triangles to find out this angle right here has to be what? Based upon parallel lines. Yeah, that also has to be 40. So this total angle here is 60, and notice that we have two sides with the included angle, which means we use which law of cosines. So a law of cosines, and we would let's see. Yeah, we're going to have to find this value first. We're going to have to find D first, and then we can use law of sines to find that angle that we're looking for. So D equals the square root of, this is law of cosines, 300 squared plus 450 squared minus 300 times 450 times the cosine of 60, which we should know that from our unit circle, but you can just punch it in if you want. It's approximately 474.34. Keep that number in your calculator entirely. Don't round it, because now we want to use the law of sines. So the sine of what we're looking for over 300 is equal to the sine of 60 over that number, 474.34, but put that whole number in your calculator, and then find the angle, do the sine inverse to find what that angle would be. And you get that x is equal to approximately, and at this point you can round to whatever they want you to round, 33.21 degrees. So that's this angle, 33.21. I add it to 40 to get 73.21. And there's your answer, north 73.21 west.